Warhammer 40k universe is steeped in grim darkness, a galaxy perpetually engulfed in war and shadowed by the consequences of betrayal. Central at this grim reality is the Horus Heresy, the galaxy-spanning civil war that saw half of the Emperor's superhuman sons, the Primarchs, turn against their father and the Imperium of Man. These traitor Primarchs, driven by ambition, resentment, or the insidious whispers of chaos, plunge the galaxy into a conflict from which it has never recovered. But what if things had been different? What if by some twist of fate, some intervention or different choice at a crucial moment, the traitor Primarchs had remained loyal? This video delves into the fascinating what-if scenario of the traitor Primarchs remaining loyal, exploring the potential impact on the Imperium, the nature of the Primarchs themselves, and the overall narrative of the Warhammer 40k verse. We will examine each traitor Primarch, considering the specific circumstances of their fall and how their continued loyalty might have reshaped the galaxy. We will explore the details of their potential paths and the ripple effects of their allegiance that would have been created. Greetings all, I'm your guide, the Archivist. Today I will dive into an overview of if the traitor Primarchs had remained loyal. Before we begin, please make sure to like the like and subscribe waypoints down below, so that more people can learn from the archives. Each of the traitor Primarchs had distinct reasons for turning against the Emperor. Understanding these reasons is crucial to understanding how their loyalty could have been maintained or restored. As the Emperor's favoured son and War Master, Horus's fall was the most devastating. His ambition, coupled with the insidious influence of chaos on Davin, led him down a path of rebellion. Preventing his corruption on Davin, perhaps through a warning from a trusted advisor or a timely intervention from the Emperor himself, would have been paramount. A loyal Horus would have remained the military genius leading the Great Crusade, ensuring its continued success and potentially ushering in a more stable and prosperous era for the nascent Imperium. The details of Horus's strategic brilliance are well documented, and his unwavering commitment to the Emperor could have streamlined the conquest of the galaxy, minimizing losses and solidifying Imperial control. Lorgar's fanatical devotion to the Emperor ironically led to his downfall. His worship was deemed heretical by the Emperor, leading to the humbling of the Wordbearer's Legion. Had the Emperor been more understanding of Lorgar's spiritual needs? Or had he guided Lorgar towards a more acceptable form of veneration? The Wordbearers might have remained a force for stability and faith within the Imperium. A loyal Lorgar could have reshaped the Imperial cult into a less dogmatic and more benevolent religion, potentially mitigating the excesses and corruption that plagued the 41st millennium. The details of his theological leanings, if channeled correctly, could have provided the Imperium with a much-needed spiritual foundation without succumbing to the lure of chaos. The Lord of Iron, Perturabo, was plagued by a lack of recognition and appreciation for his strategic genius and engineering prowess. He felt underappreciated and used as a siege specialist, forever relegated to the most brutal and thankless tasks. Had the Emperor acknowledged his contributions and provided him with more opportunities for glory and autonomy, Perturabo might have remained a loyal servant. A loyal Perturabo could have focused his talents on fortifying the Imperium's defences, designing impenetrable citadels and war machines that could have deterred any external threat. The details of his engineering skills are legendary, and his loyalty would have been an invaluable asset in safeguarding the Imperium's territories. The Night Haunter Comrade Kurz was a deeply disturbed individual, haunted by visions of a dark future and driven by a twisted sense of justice. His brutal methods on maintaining order were deemed excessive, even by the standards of the Great Crusade. Had the Emperor intervened early in Kurz's life, providing him with guidance and psychological support, the Night Lords might have been redeemed. A loyal Kurz could have been utilised as a deterrent against internal corruption and rebellion, his methods tempered by the Emperor's guidance. The details of his precognitive abilities, if properly harnessed, could have provided the Imperium with crucial warnings about future threats. The Butcher of Kharn, Angron, was a victim of circumstance and the cruel experiments of the High Riders of Nukeria. The nails implanted in his brain turned him into a rage-fueled berserker, incapable of rational thought. Had the Emperor been able to remove the nails or mitigate their effects, Angron might have been saved. A loyal Angron could have been a fearsome warrior, his rage channeled against the enemies of the Imperium under controlled circumstances. The details of his combat prowess, even with the nails, were undeniable, and a cured Angron might have been a truly unstoppable force. The Death Lord Mortarion was shaped by his resentment towards his tyrannical adopted father on Barbarous. He saw the Emperor as another tyrant, albeit a more benevolent one. Had the Emperor earned Mortarion's trust and respect, perhaps helping him liberate Barbarous from its oppressive rulers, Mortarion might have remained loyal. A loyal Mortarion could have focused his knowledge of toxins and disease on developing cures and defences against biological warfare, safeguarding the Imperium from plagues and other deadly ailments. The details of his alchemical knowledge were extensive, and his loyalty would have been a significant boon for Imperial science. The Crimson King Magnus was driven by his insatiable thirst for knowledge and his belief in the power of the warp. His violation of the Edict of Nicaea, which forbade the use of psychic powers, led to his damnation. Had the Emperor shared his understanding of the warp with Magnus and guided his research, the Thousand Sons might have remained a loyal and invaluable resource. A loyal Magnus could have unlocked the secrets of the warp, providing the Imperium with unparalleled psychic defences and offensive capabilities. The details of his psychic abilities were unmatched, and his loyalty would have revolutionised the Imperium's understanding of the warp. The continued loyalty of the Traitor Primarchs would have fundamentally altered the Warhammer 40k verse. Horus heresy would have been averted, sparing the Imperium unimaginable losses and preventing the crippling wounds that continue to plague it in the 41st millennium. With all 18 Primarchs leading their legions, the Imperium would have possessed a vastly superior military force. The threats of Orcs, Eldar and other Xenos races could have been contained or even eliminated. The Imperium might have avoided its descent into technological stagnation. With the combined intellect of the Primarchs, particularly Perturabo and Magnus, the Imperium could have continued to innovate and develop new technologies, combating the forces of chaos more effectively. The Imperium might have become a more just and compassionate society. With the guidance of Primarchs like Lorgar and Magnus, the Imperial cult could have been reformed, and the rights of Psychers could have been protected. The forces of chaos would have been significantly weakened as well. Without the widespread worship and bloodshed caused by the Horus heresy, Chaos gods would have been less powerful, and the galaxy would have been less susceptible to their influence. The scenario of the Traitor Primarchs remaining loyal is a tantalizing what-if that highlights the pivotal role individual choices and circumstances play in shaping the destiny of the Warhammer 40k verse. While the grim darkness of the 41st millennium offers little hope, imagining a galaxy where the Emperor's sons remain true to their father allows them to appreciate potential for the brighter future, a future where the Imperium could have truly lived up to its ideals. Exploring these alternative scenarios enriches our understanding of the established lore and allows us to contemplate the profound consequences of betrayal and the enduring power of loyalty. The details matter, and in a universe as vast and complex as Warhammer 40k, even the smallest change can have galaxy-altering repercussions. And so I have now covered the content for this video, but if there's anything that has been missed, please share them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like the like and subscribe waypoints down below. In the grim dark of the far future, there is only war.